One of the favorite features for agent is, given that trajectories can take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on the complexity of the task. A lot of times you might need to help the agent might need to ask you clarifications, confirmations, and things like that. So one of the key capabilities of the model is being able to interrupt. I think, as trajectories take long time or whatever time, it's really important for it to feel very multi-turn, so the users can interject, user can direct it, user can give it more guidance, less guidance, whatever we want to do. And that's what we're doing here. We essentially, the model was chugging along, figuring out all the things that we had asked before. And in this case, we essentially said, hey, can you also get us a pair of men's black shoes? And now it's thinking, and soon enough, hopefully, it'll take that into account and keep going into its trajectory. There we go. So it says, acknowledge the interruption. It said, OK, cool. I'll also research men's black shoes in size 9.5. And then it'll probably get on its way. But maybe Isa can tell us a little bit more about how that works.
Yeah, sure. So as you can see, the agent is very collaborative. And this was really important to us when we were training the model and building the product. If you were asking another person to do a task for you that would take them a really long time to complete, you'd probably give them some instructions to start, and then they might ask you some clarifying questions. And then they'd start the task and maybe realize, oh, they need more clarification from you, or they need your permission to sign into something or do something on your behalf. And then you might realize, oh, I forgot to mention this thing, or what's your status? How are you doing? Can I help redirect you if you're getting along the wrong path or something? And so similarly, for these really long-running agentic tasks, it's very important that both the user and the agent are able to initiate communication with each other so that the agent is able to most effectively help you with your tasks. And so this is something that we actually trained into the model. We trained it to be able to ask clarifying questions, not every single time like deep research. We also we also trained it to be interruptible, as Yash just showed. And also sometimes it will ask you for clarification and confirmation mid-trajectory.
And part of working with agent is that, well, sometimes it'll make mistakes. And that's why we felt it was important to train the model to ask you for confirmation at the last step of important steps. So for example, maybe before it's going to send the email, it'll ask you to take a look at the draft and whether it makes sense and whether there are any embarrassing typos. And if there are, then you can either ask it to fix it, or you can directly take over the browser and jump right into the agent's environment and correct it yourself. And that way, it feels collaborative, and you can really work with the agent.